A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here in the driver's seat with you, bringing you your Wednesday morning weather forecast update, courtesy of On Target. Getting a look at here, folks, we got some cloud cover that's trucking off down to the south and the east. We're going to be looking at sunshine as we work throughout the day, along with warmer temperatures thanks to winds turning out of the south. All eyes are going to be on this area of low pressure deepening over here near Omaha. This thing is going to be pulling east and bringing an associated cold front along with it. That's going to be bringing an uptick in rain and storm chances as early as this evening and throughout the overnight, but our eyes are also going to be on Thursday with the opportunity of some robust storm development during the afternoon and evening, some of which could become strong to severe. We'll get more on that here in just a moment. Let's get a look across the region. D93 Skycam. Beautiful view of the sunrise there with the water tower atop Bowling Green up there on Hospital Hill. Beautiful start to what should be a beautiful day. Will be a little breezy at times, but rays of sunshine, highs in the 60s. It shouldn't be too shabby whatsoever. Morgantown Skycam up above the courthouse there, still showcasing the Green River, still well outside of its banks. We still got major flood stage being realized for folks over there in Woodbury and Rochester. Unfortunately, looks like major flood stage will be holding strong over in the Rochester vicinity until we get later on and into the work week. Temperatures have plummeted throughout the overnight with these clearing skies that we've been experiencing. Freeze warning remains intact due to temperatures right around or below the freezing threshold in some instances. Got the cold spot here on the north side of Warren County sitting right at 30 degrees, and over here in the flats of Woodbury, we're sitting almost at 35 degrees. So temperatures not so cold in some instances. We got the ridges and valleys out there doing their thing, to say the least. So let's get a look at the big picture here. Well, first and foremost, we'll look here in the near term. As we work throughout the day and with our approaching weather maker, we're going to be looking at an uptick in cloud cover. We're going to have some sunshine to soak in. Loads of vitamin D throughout this morning, as you can see here. And then we work into this afternoon. We get into this evening and we get the thicker cloud cover. Arriving here out of the north and west, you might catch a stray sprinkle this afternoon. I don't think that's likely where we're looking at soundings here. We got very dry levels in portions of the atmosphere, but as we work throughout the late afternoon and then we get into tonight, the approaching and passing of an initial cold front is really going to thicken up that cloud cover for us to take in there. Fast forwarding though, here we are looking at the big picture. Keep your eyes right here on this deepening area of low pressure. Here we are working into this evening throughout the overnight, and by the time we roll into the pre-dawn hours of our Thursday morning, this is where the surface map is going to be located. We're going to get the initial round of rain out of here right around sunrise early tomorrow morning. Might catch a few hours of sunshine there throughout the morning hours, and that's going to warm us up significantly. Right around the low to mid 70s for your Thursday afternoon, but coming along with that, we'll be priming up our atmosphere for a reinforcing cold front that could result in the robust, strong, and severe storm development that we were mentioning. A little bit closer view of what we exactly feel like is going to unfold. Here we are working into this afternoon, and as you can see, a few scattered sprinkles out there can't be rolled out as we approach and we get into the sunset hours of this evening. Then we're going to work throughout the overnight and into the pre-dawn hours of our Thursday morning. Here comes the initial cold front through here, bringing a line of widespread moderate rain showers. Might have a few rumbles of thunder coming along with that. Not going to have a severe risk with this initial round moving through roughly 22 to 24 hours from this current time period. Our focus, however, is on the Thursday afternoon and evening time frame. You can see here right around midday on into lunchtime, we're going to have loads of sunshine that should be re-energizing and fueling up our atmosphere. And then as we work throughout our Thursday afternoon, but in particular into the evening hours, we get the robust storm development here across the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Now, given the ingredients that we have, some of these storms could become strong to severe. It doesn't look like a widespread major event. With that being said, we might catch a few damaging wind reports, a few large hail reports coming out of this, given the nature and the exact setup and the evolution of this system. You can see very quickly by the pre-dawn hours of Friday morning, the cold front passes through here. Going to have some lingering showers to deal with, but it's going to cool us down as well with cloud cover hanging tough throughout the final day of the work week. Looking over here at our instability, this is what's showcasing the opportunity at some strong to severe storm development. Here we are getting into the morning hours of our Thursday, rolling on into midday, and look at the instability really begin to blossom between the mid and late afternoon hours on into the evening. That is what is going to set us up for the opportunity at some damaging winds, maybe a few instances of large hail to come along with that. You can blatantly see whenever the cold front's going to blast through here, and that's going to help mitigate and take away any and all activity here outside of a few of those light scattered pesky showers that we are going to have to deal with throughout that point in time. Here we are progressing throughout the remainder of today. We get the cold front that's going to pass through here this evening, bringing the initial round of showers. We get the robust storm development Thursday afternoon, and then on Friday, high pressure setting up right here is going to bring in northerly flow that's really going to cool us down. We're going to be looking at highs. It's coming back down to around the 50 to 55 degree mark. It's going to be cloudy, a few hit and miss showers. It's not going to be very nice. But the good news is a drastic improvement follows throughout the weekend. Here we are working throughout our Saturday and Sunday. We get winds turning back out of the south, coinciding with loads of sunshine. That should warm us up nicely, and we'll stay dry until roughly Monday afternoon into our Tuesday of next week. With this elongated cold front passing through here, bringing some scattered showers right back into the mix, but we'll be keeping eyes on another cold front roughly a week from Friday. That could be bringing another round of showers and a few rumbles of thunder there along with it, all right? Focus remains on tomorrow, folks. The Storm Prediction Center has a 1 out of 5 severe weather risk outlined for the Wobbles community. 2 out of 5 just down to our south and west. We'll see if the Storm Prediction Center expands that anymore. But again, primary focus here will be the possibility of a few damaging wind gusts, a few instances of large hail in the Thursday afternoon on throughout the Thursday evening time frame. Total rainfall amounts, not going to be a lot. The progressive nature of the system will get it out of here rather quickly. Looking at anywhere from 1/4 of an inch up to around 1/2 inch of total rainfall before this weather maker is all said and done. Here's a breakdown of your 6-day weather forecast. Loads of sunshine throughout this morning, a bit more cloud cover by the time we get into this afternoon. A little bit breezy, highs in the mid-60s. It's going to be quite nice. We'll see rain showers take over throughout the overnight into the early morning hours of our Thursday, along with a few rumbles of thunder. Then we get the break there Thursday morning with a mix of sun and clouds, and then strong, potentially severe storm development between mid-afternoon and the early evening hours throughout our Thursday with highs near 70. Then the cold front passes. We'll be back down to the mid-50s underneath colder, drearier conditions throughout our Friday. Then a drastic improvement throughout the weekend. And take a look at Monday, folks. Ahead of that passing cold front, southerly winds gusting upwards of 20 to 30 miles an hour will send highs all the way up to the 80-degree mark. That's going to wrap up your Wednesday morning hump day edition of your Weather or Not forecast, brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other.